Shalom, bro. YAHAWAH'S, YAHAWAH'S. All right. All right, Shalom. Shalom to you. I don't know if you heard me out. But Shalom, YAHAWAH'S, YAHAWAH'S, Barakatah. But Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'd like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Kol Haloyim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Barakat Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who grew well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that this lesson is edifying. Brother Shuab Amawan, back at you with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is going to be called Women Will Get Back in Order. All right? And as a matter of fact, you women need to get in order ASAP, because especially the times that we're in, you women are about to catch a lot of hell, man. All right? But before we go into, how wicked these women are in this society, all right, let's talk about what makes a righteous woman. You see? Because you want to be that Proverbs 31 woman. All right? And that's very hard to find out here. Very rare that you find a woman out here that that is doing the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in sincerity and in truth. All right? Because you even got the women that are in the truth that go off. See? They go off tremendously. As a matter of fact, brother that's on here, that's on the comment board, we talk about that, man. Brother was actually talking about the other day, how is it that I have made a post up on Instagram talking about, you women that, don't have a man of the Lord that represents Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and that don't know this truth, man, you're going to be consumed out there. All right, you definitely gonna be consumed out here. But at the same time, it's like these women that know the truth don't want to hearken on to a man of the Lord, and it's because these women still have the cares of the world, man. All right, they can't seem to let go of the things of this world. All right, but let's go into Proverbs 31. All right. And it talks about what is a righteous woman, what a righteous woman is supposed to do. See? This is Proverbs 31, and I'll start at 10. And it says, who can find the virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies. And that's a twofold right there, because this wisdom, this knowledge is also your woman, you see? But we talking about it in the sense of a woman, a woman that's a virtuous woman. She's far above rubies, man. You see? And it says, the heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. All right, and that's something these women don't have today, man. These women don't have trust. All right, they all have trust issues. All right, they'll use that same exact, excuse of, I've been hurt so many times, I can't trust a man, I can't trust this, I can't trust that. All right, without them even knowing that, you're allowed to have multiple women and things like that. And I do know that men are off too. Men are completely off and being wicked themselves also, and have given women a lot of trust issues. But you see, a lot of you women deserve it, when you guys get played out, because you don't even realize that you women have been wicked since going back into your high school, middle school days, man. All right, because this society teaches you to go out there and have a wild out life. You know, you can do whatever you want. You see? And that's brainwashed the women to do things that they don't even realize that they have done that is wickedly. All right? But women do have a serious trust issue. And they'll try to say that men, and it is true too, because men are more effeminate now more than ever. These men is on a whole nother level, man. All right, these men don't even have their balls of scrotum anymore. All right, so they are in an effeminate type mode, okay? But at the end of the day, men are not the ones that really have trust issues, man. It's always the woman. All right, because a true man is a man, man. He just goes about his business and, you know, he let it be. All right, he just goes with the flow. But these women, you know, they want all the attention, and if you don't give them attention, they start to have them trust issues and things like that. You see? So it says, the heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no spoil of her, need of spoil. Yeah. So when you have a true woman, all right, that you can trust, there's no need to go out there and spoil her. You know, even though we will spoil our women, because the glory of a man is a woman. And when a woman is submissive unto her man and submissive unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you see, hey, man gonna take care of his woman. All right. But at the same time, you know, there's no need for the spoil, because a lot of men tend to spoil a woman to keep her around, you see. But when you trust your woman, all right, she does the things that she's supposed to. You don't need to spoil. You already know you got her. All right. The little things is what keep her around and keep her doing what she's supposed to do. A true woman, all right, a true woman of the Lord, a virtuous woman, which, like I said, is to find a virtuous woman is like, you know, that's far above rubies. Matter of fact, I'll give you a quick scripture, Ecclesiastes, because I'm right next to it. This is Ecclesiastes 7:27. Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counted one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all these, among all those have I not found. You see? So King Solomon went through 1,000 men and found one that was righteous. But then when he went through 1,000 women, all right, he found no women that's righteous. And that's how it is today, man. It's impossible for you to find a true woman of the Lord. That's why we tell you to, matter of fact, let me get that. That's 1 Corinthians. First Corinthians 7 and 27. And it says, art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loosed. Art thou loosed from a wife? Seek not a wife. But if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she has not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. All right. And it says, but this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. You see? And in this society, you got to act like if you got a wife, man, you got to act like you don't got a wife, man. All right? Because a woman will slow you down, man. All right? Matter of fact, yeah, let me just keep reading. A woman will slow you down in this truth. Unless she, like I said, unless she's a true woman that is a virtuous woman, then she know how to play her role. She know what her duties is. All right. She know that her man got to take care of business, handle business. All right. But a woman will slow you down. So we, as men, if we're married, we have to act like we're not married. All right. And then it says, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. And that's going into the time is short, man. The fashion of this world is about to pass away. This place is about to go. So that's why you got to be in that spirit of acting like you don't got a wife, if you do got a wife. All right. And if you're single, all right, and don't have a wife, stay without a wife. Right, that's why it tells you in Matthew that your eye be single, man. Keep your eye being single. Because when you're single, you keep him, you're more focused on what you're supposed to do out here, man. All right. You're more focused on the word. Once again, a woman will slow you down. When you got a woman and you start putting comparing to her, all right. You know, if you're not, I just lost my train of thought. That's Satan fucking with me. But if you have a woman and you keep yourself single, I mean, Salaki, that's what I meant to say. Salaki, I just butchered all that. I meant to say, if you are single, you keeping your eye focused on the prize, man. You keeping yourself focused on the truth. You see? As a matter of fact, it tells you that in the next verse. It said, the fashion of this world passeth away. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord. You see? When you keep yourself single, you keep your eye single, you tend to, you're going to care for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua more. All right? Instead of worrying about a woman. Because once a woman comes into play, you start worrying about this woman, all right? And you tend to please her more than Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. She only going to get in the way, man. All right? Oh, no, I just lost my place. But then it says, he that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, how he may please the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. There is a difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, that she may be holy, both in body and in spirit. But she that is married careth for the things of the world, how she may please her husband, and it's vice versa. You see, if you're a woman that doesn't have a man, all right, don't go down on yourself. Don't get down on yourself. Don't sit there and be all depressed, because it's better that you are single also. All right, because you tend to do the right things that is required of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. And again, if you have a man, you start caring about a man. But don't get it twisted, because Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua love when a man is in his rulership the right way, all right, and when a woman is submissive onto her man, all right, it pleases Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. But then again, like I said, it's impossible to find one like that. These women are so Babylon, so much. They're so with the mind of Babylon, all right, that it's just a matter of time before they go into one of these back to their normal ways at one point. All right. And you got to remember, this truth is mainly for the men. So the attention is not going to be there. All right. The attention is not going to be there like you want it to be. And a woman is an emotional creature. A woman is she has to have attention. You see, the moment you don't give attention, they think something is wrong. They think you up to something. You know, going back to what we just read, man, they have no trust. All right, don't have no trust. But when a woman is righteous, all right, her husband is gonna trust her in all ways, man. He don't have to spoil her to keep her around. All right, she know what her role is. So again, you want to keep your eyes single, man. I'd rather be single right now. Like I said, I'm waiting to the kingdom for all that marrying and shit. That's right, man. You'd rather be single now, man. Because it's gonna be at the point when, hey, 7 women gonna cleave to one man. You know, a complete number of women is gonna cleave on to one man in these last days. All right, we're gonna get what we need, and in the kingdom, forget about it. These women gonna be in they right order, man. We can't wait for that, man. We're gonna have so many wives. All right, we're gonna have so many sister wives. Y'all gonna all be cool with each other. Ain't gonna be none of that jealousy, none of that arguing. You see, worrying about who you with, you know, who you been with. You know, you're gonna be in your right state of mind. We're gonna be with all types of concubines. You can't say nothing about it. Because we're going back into straight order. All right, but we'll get into that. All right, so let me go back into Proverbs 31, explaining what a righteous woman does, what a righteous woman's role is. All right, so this is 31 and 11 Proverbs. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. You see, and our women today, man, so out of order. That's all they do, man. They give us fucking headaches, man. See, they're constantly your headache and not your peace. And that's what a woman should be. A woman should be your peace and not your headache. But that goes back into the curses, man. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28 and 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground, for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter. You see? So that's a curse of why women are the way they are. All right. And because Esau has allowed these women to get above us, all right, just like it tells you in the scriptures, behold, I will show you a new thing. All right. A woman shall compass a man. And that's the times that we in. You see, these women have compassed a man. All right. YAHAWAH'S allowed that. And that all came through Esau's philosophy. All right. So these women have a lot of leeway, man. They got a lot of freedom. But with all that freedom, man, you're just destroying yourself. You're setting yourself up for destruction because you're not in the right order that you're supposed to be in. And these women really think they run shit. They really think they queens out here, which queen goes into a robust and hussy woman, man, a prostitute. You're out here calling yourself queens, and that's a wicked ass name you're putting upon yourself. You see? Our women are supposed to be princesses. No woman is gonna have rulership. All right. You just had a fucking bug out. I posted up a bug out on my page. He was talking about, you know, don't let no man take away your crown or tilt it to the side and all this bugged out shit. Man, you women ain't receiving no crowns. A crown is a sign of rulership, man. That goes to a man. All right. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. This is 1 Corinthians. First Corinthians think it's 11. It's locked here. 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahawashi Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. See? So the head is the man, always. All right? The man is the one that rules. All right? As a matter of fact, husbandman goes into the word etymology of being master of the house. You see? Also, master of the house, it's also tiller of the soil. Why? Because we plant our seeds, man. All right? So we the master of the house, whether you like it or not. A true woman knows her role, man, and she knows that she got to back down, man, and she got to keep silent and be submissive onto her man. And you women don't have that in this day, man. You women just want to yap, 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 just talk away, man. That's what gets your mouth in trouble. You see? That's what gets your ass in trouble every single time. Right? Matter of fact, let me bring out another scripture. Genesis 3:18. Because you have to understand that a woman was created to be a helpmeet. That word woman goes into a female servant. You see, it tells you that in Genesis 2:18, and it says, and the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him. You see? And that's when the woman was created. Right? It tells you that in Tobit 8. Let's see if I got my phone too. Yeah, I do got my phone. Tobit 8 and 6. Get that real quick. This is Tobit. Tobit 8 and 6. Thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve, his wife, for an helper and a stay. Of them came mankind. Thou hast said, it is not good that man should be alone. Let us make unto him an aid like to himself. You see? So the woman was created to be a female servant, man. All right? A helpmeet. Someone that does, you know, helps the man around the house, take care of the kids, cook them food. All right? Proverbs 31 is going to explain what your duties are. Okay? Well, what I wanted to get was 3:16. And it says, Genesis 3:16, unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. You see? And that's why you women have, you know, pain, birth pains, all right? Your periods and all that drive you nuts, all right? Because that was a curse that was given onto you. See? When you had taken the philosophy of the serpent in the Garden of Eden. All right? But it said, in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. See, he's going to rule over you, man. Because that's what a man is made to do. A man is made to be over the woman. Plain and simple. You see? Yeah, I'm going to bring that out too. Yeah, dude even did have a damn crown. Crown emoji put on top of the screen of the video. That's right. That dude was bugged the fuck out, man, all the way. That's all right. He gonna learn the hard way. Those are what you call simpletons, man. He was trying to get them pussy points. He ain't getting, like I posted up on the post, he ain't getting no ass in a minute. He trying to get them pussy points. You see? Anybody that talk like that is some nonsense, bro. That's a man that has no knowledge, man. That's a man that get bossed around by his woman all day long. See, that's the problem with society today. The men are hide behind the woman. You see? They'll let their woman go fight their battle for him, man, instead of a man fighting his own battle. That's how bugged out the society is. Matter of fact, what's funny is that, yeah, he was talking about don't let a man tilt your crown, but he sounds stupid because the woman basically tilted his crown. Took his crown off. You see? He don't want to be in rulership. He don't know nothing about being a ruler. All right? Why? Because he's stuck in the ways of the society, man. They're stuck in the ways of Babylon the Great. Complete bug out, man. All right? So, Yahawashi is above man. All right? Yahweh's above Yahawashi. That's the order. Yahweh, Yahawashi, man, then comes woman. You see? So you women got to get up off of that, man. Thinking you run shit. You only running shit for a little bit because Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi allowed it, and because you caught up in Daddy Esau's ways, man. And you're going to learn the hard way in these last days, man. All right? So going back to the curses. All right? So Deuteronomy 28 and 56, the tender and delicate woman among you would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground. For delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil towards her husband of her bosom and towards her son and towards her daughter. And that's how it is, man. These women don't even care about their own fucking kids nowadays, man. They damn sure don't care about the man, all right? And they damn sure don't care about their kids. Everything, like Apostle Gabar always says, man, all right? Women just want to have fun. That's what these women is all about. If you're not a man that could bring fun to them, or you're not that man that's popular, you see, they don't even care about you, man. But see, not even knowing that they look for those men that are popular, that are the fun guy and all that. But once that fun guy goes broke, all right, or that fun guy ain't so fun no more, or ain't that popular guy that could get the drugs for him or anything, you know, that could put him in that party lifestyle, that's it. They'll forget about your ass just as quick as they forget about any other man. You see? That's right. Those are all curses. Women having short hair, being musty, all right? And that's right. Eve is the worst. The so-called black woman is the worst out of all the tribes. That's because Eve was the one that put us in the predicament that we're at. You see? So she catch the worst. And then these other nations, I mean, Salaki, these other tribes, all right? Our tribes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, all right, they follow after Eve. All right, the women follow after Eve, just like the men pretty much follow after Judah a lot. We all got salt, you know, but you got to understand that Judah's the top tribe. Okay? So it's a curse that our women, all right, has that evil eye toward their husband and toward their own kids, man. All right? And as a matter of fact, brother, if you could put it up, there's a scripture where it talks about the ostrich and the eggs. All right? Because that's how these women are, man. They don't care about their own kids, man. They'd rather go out there and have a party life, have a good old time. You see? And that's another thing. They don't care about their own kids, their own sons. That's why our kids come out like monsters, man. Our kids be some mean ass monsters. That's what we raising up, monsters out here. Little demon child, demon children and shit. Because a woman's duty is to be taking care of the kids, man. Teaching them the right ways growing up. Yeah, the man teaches them too. Of course, obviously. All right. But the man got business to handle. So the woman is the one that's supposed to be showing that tender love. All right. For when the father's not around, they replace that. And they don't do that. That's right. There it is. The water, brother. Lamentations 4:3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people has become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. You see? These animals care for their kids, for their little ones all over the place. But our people won't care for their own kids, man. They be wilding out there. You see? Drake is bugged out, bro. All right, so that was a curse that the woman is evil toward her husband and toward her own children. You see? So let's go back to Proverbs 31:12. All right. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. All right. So you're supposed to be your man's peace and not a man's headache, man. All right. Then it says, she seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. See, this is one of the duties that a woman should have, man. All right. Stitching up garments, sewing. You see? Things like that. I'm going to stop. All right. You got to be doing things like that, man. Keeping yourself busy in the word. All right. Planting, gardening. All right. Taking care of your kids. That's what a duty of a virtuous woman is. It says, she seeketh wool and flax, working willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant's ships. She bringeth her food from afar. See, that's another thing. You're supposed to be cooking that good meal. Shalom, brother. YAHAWAH'S, Barakatah, Malak. All right. That's what she's supposed to be doing. Is cooking you a good meal. All right, it ain't nothing wrong with a man cooking, because I myself like to cook. I mean, I actually prefer me cooking over a woman. I don't know why. I guess I can't trust their asses. But, you know, some men just like to cook. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But, hey, you want to have a woman that could cook, because that's really what her duty is supposed to be. And a true woman, a true virtuous woman, gonna cook you up a storm, man. She gonna always have a home cooked meal ready to go. As soon as you walk in through that door, something prepared for you. You see? That's what you want to do. Then it says, she riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her husband, salaki, to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth a field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands, she planted the vineyard. You see? That's what she's supposed to be doing. Planting a garden, man. And women, man, true women, all right, that know how to be a true woman, a virtuous woman, they love doing that, man. They love going in the backyard. They love nature. You see? They love planting something. Can't wait to pick their tomatoes. All right, can't wait to water their plants, their flowers and things like that. Bring out their herbs. It's just like automatic for them to do that, man. And that's how our women used to be back in the day, man, in order like that. Our women is all messed up today. Matter of fact, if you even look back let's just look back in the 50s and the 60s. You know, women were way more in order back in those days than they are today, man. Forget about it today. Like the brother put up, man. You know, these women fucking wearing man's clothing and shit. You know? Let me get that real quick. That's Deuteronomy 22:5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You see? That's an abomination, man. You women out here wearing straight fucking pants. Going off like crazy. All right? Playing the you know, the Skittles community role. All right, and then you got the women that are just wearing they tight ass spandex all day, you know, sweating in they shit. All right, you got, like brothers say all the time, you know, you got these women with these fat asses. All right, don't know how to wipe their ass right, ass so fat that you know they done missed a whole bunch of spots in their ass. You see, got these pants on all day long, catching themselves yeast infections and shit. Then they go out there and go sleep with men, pass on shit to them. UTIs, all that shit, man. And that all comes from you wearing man's clothing. A woman's supposed to be dressed up in modest apparel. All right? What scripture is that? I think that's Titus. Let me get that real quick. Titus 2. So you're not supposed to be wearing all types of pants. If it's cold outside, shit, you better put on some damn stockings. You better put on 3 dresses. You see? Shalom, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua Barakatah. All right. Let me get that real quick. Titus. Pretty sure it is Titus. Damn. Titus 2 and nah, it ain't there. It's damn, where is that at? Thought it was in there. Bubba Kashaw, if a brother could put up oh, there you go. 1 Timothy. The water, brother. I appreciate it. 1 Timothy 2:9. All right. And it says, see, this is the way a woman's supposed to be dressed up, man. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, all right, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array. You see? And what do you got? These women is all about wearing all types of fucking jewelry. They got their little nose rings right here, looking like some swine. You see? Broidered hair. All right? Fucking broidered hair. They got all these, some of these women got dreads, you know, some nasty ass dreads, got colorful ass hair looking like an Easter basket and shit. So you could braid your hair. You know, there's a difference between a dread and a braid. You know, a braid is just hair intertwining with each other, overlapping each other. You know, dreads, forget about it. You got to keep your shit looking like shit. You see? When you have dreads, that's just disgusting filthiness. All right? What the hell this lady doing by my damn car? All right? So that's, you're not supposed to have that type of hair, man. And like the brother put, all right? You're supposed to be in what? Modest apparel, man. Dresses. And it's funny because you get these Amalekite women out here, these fake ass Jewish women, all right? They out here constantly in dresses. See, they dress the way we're supposed to be dressed. You don't see them running around with pants, all right? You don't see them running around with none of that shit. They got their hairs wrapped up. That's another thing. Women supposed to wrap their hair up, especially when you women are about to pray, man. That's a automatic. When you go to pray to YAHAWAH'S Yahawashi, all right, you're supposed to wrap your hair up. All right? Men are not supposed to wrap their hair up. You're not supposed to have your head covered at all. It's an abomination unto YAHAWAH'S Yahawashi when you do that. But it's also an abomination when a woman doesn't cover her head, man. You see? Go out for that scripture. I'm gonna hit all them precepts, trust me. Just, bringing it out right order right now. All right, so that's how a woman is supposed to, all right, get dressed up. Matter of fact, since I'm right here in Titus and I had it, this is Titus 2 and 3. The aged woman, likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers of home at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of YAHAWAH'S Yahawashi be not blasphemed, you see? And that's what these women are supposed to be doing. That's a duty of a woman, man. Supposed to be teaching other women, all right? The older women supposed to teach the younger women how to be submissive unto their husbands, all right? How to take care of the children, you see? They're supposed to be what, man? Discreet. How you gonna be discreet when you're wearing all types of fucking little skirts showing your ass cheek? You see? That's how these women like to do. They love to show their skin, man. And then they want to get mad when a man approached them in a certain manner, talking about, let me hit it. Well, why you being disrespectful? Well, what you expect, man? You getting dressed like you's a straight harlot on the street corner. You getting dressed like you's a $5 hooker. So how are you gonna get mad when a man come and approach you trying to get some buns, man? You stupid out your damn mind for that. You see? But these women love attention. All right, what you have in today's society is you got these women that are what is the word? Narcissistics. I think that's how you say it. Narcissistic. That's how you say it. You see? They're all about their own appearance. Just like it tells you in 2 Timothy. Let me get it since I'm right here. 2 Timothy 3, and I'll start at the top. This also know that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. All right, and that goes for the women too. The women is the worst. Take a selfie here, take a selfie there. There ain't one place that they don't stop to take a fucking pose, man. It's the same pose every single time too. Same pose. That's narcissistic ways, man. You see? That's a disease, man. That's an actual sickness. And you can sit there over and over taking the same fucking picture, all right? Maybe not with the same clothes, but the same pose, the same picture, over and over and over again, showing the same fucking ways, man. They'll sit in front of the mirror all day long. What are you trying to prove? See, they seek for attention of the audience. They seek attention of these men. And once again, when these men approach them, come out like horn dogs, because these fucking men are horn dogs, man. These men don't, they like that pit bull with the little pink thing hanging out, man. They don't know how to fucking keep still. So these men are just all over the place. Oh, that's all you're going to get. And then when they do that, you be mad as hell. Oh, he's sweating me. He all up on me. Why the fuck is he doing this? Why he doing that? All right, well, you got a sign in your ass that says, smash me. I was going to say it a whole nother way, but I ain't even going to say it like that. You see? But you got a whole sign on your ass that say, smash me. Take me home. All right? Play with me. and that's one of the main things that the society has brought down our women, man. You know, with that social media bullshit. They want to post every little thing they do. The worst thing you could do. All you're doing is drawing that attention that you want. You're drawing it to you. And in these last days, when the time comes for martial law and all that, man, these women are going to be ravished out here, man. These women are literally going to be raped out here, man. You see? It might sound harsh when it's coming out of my mouth, man, but thus say the scriptures. Y'all want to be showing your skin. You want to be showing that you want to have multiple men, that you could get this man, get that man. All right, well, when these times come, when these UN troops, these dirty ass, filthy ass UN troops come out here to put hell on everybody, man, they're going to be grabbing you. They're going to be raping you, yo. They're going to take your children, do the same shit. You wanted to play, I want Little Miss, I want attention. I want to ride the cock carousel everywhere I go. All right, well, you're going to get that. Because you got to understand, yeah, it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. And YAHAWAH'S don't play, man. He a character. So he gonna judge you according to thy ways. So if your ways is acting like a harlot, you're going to be treated like a harlot in that day, man. You want to be a queen, all right? Well, you're going to be treated like a queen in that day, man. Like a straight prostitute. Because once again, that's what the word queen means. A prostitute, man. And y'all want to sit there and call yourselves that shit all day long. All right? So again, I'm going to read 2 Timothy 3:2. For men, and you can also say women with it, all right, shall be lovers of their own selves, man. These women love themselves more in the mirror than they love their kids. They love themselves more in the mirror than they love their husband. All right? Let alone, as a matter of fact, these women's eyes, forget about it, man. These women's eyes are beyond messed up. Matter of fact, where's that in Isaiah? I believe that's Isaiah. It should be Isaiah. I think it's Isaiah 32. Nah, not 32. Oh no, it's Isaiah 3. It's locked here. Isaiah 3. Yeah. Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, the Lord YAHAWAH'S saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes. You see? The wanton eyes is these women can't keep their eyes off of looking at another man, man. They fucking eyes are always wandering, man. You see? Stretch forth necks. Who else do that better than the tribes? Starting with the top tribe, Judah. Always sitting there talking to you, twisting their fucking neck left to right. You see? Snapping their finger. That stank ass attitude. All right? That starts with the top tribe, Judah. And then the rest of these tribes follow right behind her doing that shit, man. All right? The wonton eyes, like I said, they can't, man, they'll be walking with you and be looking at another man when you ain't looking, man. I see that shit all the time. I'll be walking and a fucking woman will be walking with her man and just look right at me. I'll just be like, fucking women are done out here, man. You see? Because they have no order. They have no respect. All right? And it says, walking and mincing as they go, making tinkling with their feet. Yeah. Switching their fucking hips left to right. Walking with their big ass fucking high heels. Making all types of noise. You see? Thinking they're the shit. Look at me. You can hear me from a block away. Tinkling my feet. Clink, clack. Sounding like poor little Tink Tink. It says, therefore, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will smite with the scab the crown of their head, and the daughters of Zion, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will discover their secret parts, going into what the brother had put before. You see? These women ain't got no hair. That's why they wearing weave. You see? Because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, that was a curse that he gave onto the women, starting with Judah. That's why Judah ain't got no hair, man. Be having a little strand of hair, trying to attach hair to it. They want to be like the rep, because the glory of a woman is her hair. You see? So these women have lost their hair. That's why they putting on wigs. That's why they putting on extensions. Trying to be like the rest of these other nations, man. Because these other nations got their hair. All right? And it says, in that day, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will take away their bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their cows and their round tyrus like the moon. The chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and all and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. You see? And these women stink, man. A lot of these women stink, man. Eating the filthy, abominated foods. I see a lot of women, man. They love eating shrimp, crab, lobster. You can only imagine what they shit smell like, man. You understand? Even the shit they eat, even when they eat the shrimp and the crabs, that shit don't even want to digest because they shit smell so bad down there, man. Talking about, oh, I got that golden cookie. You know, I got that fruity licious taste, this and that. Shut your ass up, man. You know damn well your shit stink. Go to Smash, you can't even have a wet and wild fun time. That shit's so damn dry. Why? Because all types of nasty ass abominated foods that they're eating, man. Vice versa for men too. See, men eating abominated shit. Got their sperm count all low. Got their sperm count smelling like shit. You see? And then it says, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well-set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. See? Yeah, you're gonna sit down on the ground just like this whore of Babylon, man. All right? Literally. A lot of you women gonna once again, be ravished. You're gonna be burnt out there when it comes to that missile. Hey, 2/3 of our people got to go, right? All right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. 2/3 of our people got to go. You see, there's the probability from a man to a woman in this society, man. You talking about probably 15-1 right now, man. There's more women on earth than men. And there's a reason for that. Why? Because men are supposed to have multiple wives. That's why there's more women than men on earth. So if 2/3 of our people got to go, can you imagine how many women got to go? Lots of women gonna go in these last days. See, the women that only be saved, that's why we say the few YAHAWAH'S, man. Because it's not too many women out there that's virtuous women, man. All right? But see, the women that's gonna be saved, they're only gonna be saved for childbearing. Matter of fact, I saw a brother put that up in here. Let me see if I see it in here. There you go. Damn, I just passed it. It's hella scripture. Woo. Brothers is going in on them women. It's like men's favorite topic. I don't really talk too much on this topic, but when I do, go in. Damn, I just had it, man. I lost it. In 1 sec. Oh, there you go. This is 1 Timothy 2:15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in the faith, in charity, and holiness with sobriety. You see? So a woman that is a virtuous woman, they understand what their role is. They understand that they're going to be only saved for childbearing, man. You see? Because they understand their role, man. They know they're not above the man. And real women that are in this truth, you know, to water Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for you few women out there. And you are noticed. Don't think you're not noticed. True men of the Lord notice when they see a real woman, man. All right? But a real woman, she knows that, hey, she knows she got to keep silent. She knows she got to be subjective into a man. All right? And she know that she's going to be safe for childbearing, man. And they're okay with that. They're okay with that. They love that. You see? It's better than being destroyed, correct? All right? You don't want to be like the rest of these women out here, man. All right? Red-headed, fake nails, and eyelashes, high heels, weaves, wigs. Exactly, man. Everything. That shit is all witchcraft, man. See, these women don't understand that putting on all that makeup, that's all witchcraft. That's all heathenistic. That's Egyptian customs, man. You see? The Egyptians used to do that shit. All right? That's why I tell you in Ecclesiasticus, it tells you that the whoredom of a woman is you could tell by the haughty looks in her eyelids, man. Because a woman that puts on all that makeup, man, you just doing all that shit right there. The hair, fake nails, the eyelashes, the weaves, the makeup. That's witchcraft because you're hiding what your fucking identity look like, man. You see? Yeah, you look good on a fucking Saturday at 2 in the morning after niggas done popped 3 pills, you know? Niggas is drunk as hell. Yeah, you look like Halle Berry. Trust me. All right? But when your ass wake up in the morning and you realize that shit look like Predator, you like, oh shit. You be looking like Wayne, like you be looking like Marlon Wayans on Mo Money when he woke up next to the chick and he realized she was ugly as hell with a big ass smile. And he said, fire, fire. Yo, you gotta get up out of here. Threw her right out the room. Slid her $2 under the damn bed, under the door. You see? You realize you with a woman late night. You out there, you know, you get a little tough on her. You know what I'm saying? You know how Jake is. We put in that work. Go out there to pull her hair, try to grab her hair come off and shit. Drag come off like, oh shit. You know? Shit remind me of Friday. Chris Tucker went to the car. She pulled off her shit. She looked like, she said she looked like Janet Jackson. Walked out the car looking like Freddie Jackson. And that's how it really is, man. Because these women is lying to you, man. See, a man like a woman's beauty, man, her true natural beauty. You know? Hey, all that extra shit, man, you don't need all that, man. You want that true beauty, natural beauty, that beauty within, you know, being yourself, being who you are, man. That's anybody. That goes for men and women, man. Be you, be who you are. Why hide yourself, man? Why come out with some extra shit? A lie, what do they tell you when you lie? A lie becomes a bigger lie, and you just pretty much dig yourself a ditch. And you fall into that ditch because from one lie leads to another, and it just leads to a big ass fucking bomb that's just you're gonna be embarrassed, man. You see? And that's how it really be, man. You got to be careful with these women coming out with the way they look, man. Now and because we in the times of, you know, all this fagonometry, Skittles community shit, you can't even tell nowadays what's going on, man. Shit, you got to ask for IDs now, you know. You got to do a blood test on site. Yeah, let me prick your finger. Let me see if you really a damn woman. You see? Shit is crazy, man. We living in crazy times, man. So that's all witchcraft. All witchcraft. And there's no way around that shit. And they think that shit is cute. They love that shit, man. You see? So let me go back into, let me finish Titus. Let me finish breaking down that Titus part. Titus 2 and 4, that they teach the young women to be sober. All right, yeah, sober. Our women fucking today love getting high, man. Love getting drunk. I think a brother had put that let me see if that's in there. You know, let not a woman give not woman liberty to gather abroad, man. See, you can't give these women liberty. You can't let your woman go out to the club and shit like that, man. These women go to the club, that's just from the gate. As soon as they walk in, as soon as they get stamped, men is offering off the rip. All right? You already know what they offering, man. They offering a ride right off the rip. Can I hold the door? That's just like saying, can I offer you my ride? And you know I want to say it in a harsh way right now, but I ain't even going to say, I'm going to keep it clean. You know? Oh, you look beautiful today. Oh, basically, you offering some ride. That's from the gate as soon as they walk in. All right? So as soon as, and these men are horn dogs, and what they do is they sit and they watch to see who's the one that's getting bent. Oh, I'm about to make a move on her. She bent out of her mind. And that's why you don't let your woman go to the club and shit like that, man. These women go and they'll be like, oh, I'm going out with my girls, this and that. Well, you know, let me put you on. When your girl go out to the club with her girls, they all turning up. And they all talking about men, and they all got wonton eyes wandering all over the place, talking about who fine, who not, you know, talking about how whack their husband is at home, all right? And they ready to do some shit, man. When you bet, man, you're not in that right state of mind. And a woman's already an emotional creature, so that mushiness kick in, you know? And all they need is that one man that come and sweep them off their feet with some bullshit line. Stolen from a movie, stolen from a book. And the woman would be like, ah. You see? So yeah, you don't want to let your woman go to the club. You don't want to give her that liberty. All right. You don't want to let her go out there and drink, man. Have a good old time, man. See, true women back in the day, they stayed home, man. They covered themselves up not to show their goods, not to show their beauty. All right. They what is that word? Provocative. All right. They didn't want to show to mislead a man. But again, this society, forget about it, man. These women won't even, they'll walk in the club with just a little piece of paper covering the nipple and a little piece of paper covering they vajayjay, they cha-cha slide, all right? And that's it. They call it an outfit. Literally, they'll call that shit an outfit. Girl, I look good. You see what I got on? I killed them with that shit. Yeah, you killed them with that shit. All right. Hey, killing yourself too. Because you're gonna be destroyed for that shit, man. Matter of fact, what's that scripture of a brother? I got it somewhere. She that liveth in pleasure. All right. She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth, man. I think that's in forgot where that is. Where I honestly forgot where that is. I got it written in here somewhere. I don't want to lose my place though. But yeah, she that liveth in pleasure, man. She dead while she liveth, man. And these women love living in pleasure, man. There it is. 1 Timothy 5:6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. You see? So you keep going out there having a good old time, flashing yourself, know what I mean? Thinking you the shit. All right? Taking your JJ and doing the cha-cha slide all over the floor. All right? You just good as dead, man. And YAHAWAH'S Shai is letting a lot of you women just do what you do right now. And that's why y'all pride has built up just like Esau's pride, man. A lot of you women got a lot of fucking pride out here, man. You see? And YAHAWAH'S Shai, all right, with all the shit that's going on right now, man. Listen, man, you about to be that top trending topic, man. Women about to be that top trending topic on a high level, man. All right? And Esau feeling to show his horns on your asses, man. You're going to realize that Esau done set you up for the okie doke, making you think that you run shit, that you rule the world, all right? All just to get your ass in the worst kind of situations, worst possible scenarios, man. All right? So you're supposed to teach the women to be sober, to love their husbands. All right? These women out here don't love their husbands, man. They want to go from one man to another. See? Committing adultery. Vice versa for the men, committing adultery also. But you know, that one goes both ways. But we're talking about women right now. All right? These women want to go sleep with other women's men. All right, tells you in the scriptures, all right, to be submissive unto your own husbands. Your own husbands. Not someone else's husband. You see? Your own husbands. Matter of fact, let me get Deuteronomy. (23:17). There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. You see? Ain't supposed to be no whores out here, man. You're not supposed to be playing that harlot role. All right. And the same thing as a sodomite with a man, it's not supposed to be, you ain't supposed to be on that, you know, that lesy shit. Matter of fact, it tells you that in Romans. Get that real quick. Romans 1:20. One and 26. For this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. You see, women even change the natural use. All right, a man is supposed to be plowing the shit out of a woman, man. All right, a woman's supposed to be pleasing her man, throwing it back on her man, not no woman on woman, man on man. You see? And it says, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the women, burned in their lust one towards another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving themselves the recompense of error, which was meat. And even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, Yahweh gave them up to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with unrighteousness, fornication. All right. And we ain't talking about fornication because people will come out and be like, well, fornication is, you know, having sex before marriage. No, dummy. Sex is marriage. You see? Sex is marriage. That word, marriage, I believe it goes into the Greek word, sexus, all right, which means to cut, all right, or to join together. One of the two. And when you cutting the virginity, all right, of a female, man. And by you cutting that, you know, that virginity, that's through having sex, man. That's marriage. That's why it also means, oh, that's what it is. Damn, it's two words. I think it's, oh, marry. All right. Marry goes into the etymology of offspring. All right. Marriage goes into join together. Sexus goes into to cut, which means to cut the virginity of a woman. You see? And through marriage, you're joined together, all right? By having what? By having sex, by marrying each other, all right? The man is planting his seed, all right, his rod into you, because he's the what? Husbandman means to tiller of the soil or master of the house, all right? So tiller of the soil, he's planting his rod into the woman, and he putting seed in her, man. That offspring. You see? That's how sex is marriage. And you hear about it all throughout the scripts. All right. How was it when Isaac took Rebekah into the tent? What did it say? He took her into the tent. All right. And she became his wife. How? What else are you going to do in the tent? All right. You sure as hell ain't going to watch a TV show. There wasn't TVs back in the day. You see? He took her into that tent. Shit, if I'm in a tent with a woman and wherever we at, you already know what time it is. You see? So he took her and she became his wife. How? Through sex, man, through marriage. That's how he became his wife. And there's many scriptures that go into that, man. All right? Because marriage is not going into an altar, a church, putting on a ring. When you go into that ring, man, that ring, that's Greek customs, man. That goes into you. The ring represents the rings of Saturn, which I forgot what the word is that it goes into it. It's in my notes somewhere, but it goes into, you know, that's how they get the rings of Saturn, the planet, which that's all satanic shit, man. That represents Satan, man. You see? So sex is marriage, man. All right. So fornication is not having sex before marriage. Fornication is talking about adultery. All right. Fornication is talking about shit like, you know, you sleeping with relatives, bestiality. See, that's all fornication, man. Because that word fornication goes into that word porneia, the Greek word porneia, which that's where they get porn from, man. And if you see, when, you know, when we was all in the world, we was doing some dumb shit, watching porn, shit like that. All right. What do they show you in fucking porn? They show you all types of wicked ass shit like that. Man cheats on his wife. You see? Stepdad sleeps with his stepdaughter. You see? That's all wickedness, man. All fornication. All right? So it says, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of Yahweh, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedience to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, unplaceable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in doing them. You see? And these people love doing all that wickedness, man. They love going to go sleep with another man's wife. All right? They love, a woman love to go sleep with another woman's husband. You see? It's a fucking game out there. And that all comes from who? Esau himself. Daddy Esau came with that bullshit, man. He taught y'all them ways, man. Taught you that it's okay. And because he know that men are supposed to have multiple wives, man, that's why he laid down certain laws, you know, because he know damn well all his women was going to like us. You know, these other nations love Jake, man. All right. They love the so-called dark-skinned man. I mean, the so-called black man. All right. They love the Latinos. All right. They love the Indians. That's how it is, man. So these people do all these things and they're giving up to a reprobate mind, man. And they just burned in their own lust. All right. So going back to where I was at. What I wanted to get was Leviticus. All right, because we was talking about adultery. Leviticus 20. Leviticus 20 and 10. And it says, the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he committed adultery with his neighbor's wife. The adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. You see? We're supposed to be fucking cutting heads off, man. You got these men that go out there and lust after another man's wife, and then you got these women that are lusting after another woman's man. You see? Y'all both supposed to be put to death for that, man. You see? Literally, back in the day, you would be put to death for that. And we're going to go back into that order. All right? But we're going to have the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts in the kingdom. All right? But you're going to wake up ashamed. Those that were not hearkening on to the word, all right, that continue to do wicked, all right, you're going to be ashamed when you see all that in the kingdom, man. You see? Matter of fact, since I'm right here, let me get 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. their blood shall be upon them. You see? Same thing with a woman. You want to go sleep with a woman, you putting yourself in a predicament to be put to death, man. All right? Let me get Proverbs. Fuck. Man, I knew I was going to do that shit. Yanked it right out. Proverbs 6:32. Yeah, man, I'm mad as hell. I just yanked out that little tab. 6:32. And it says, but whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. Ooh, you see? The same thing for a woman, man. You're destroying your own soul by committing adultery, man. Matter of fact, since I'm in Proverbs, let me get Proverbs 30:20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. And that's how these women are, man. They're out there doing all types of wicked ass shit, all right? Committing all types of adultery, sleeping with all types of cock carousel, all right? All types of horses, all right? And then she want to wipe her mouth and say, I ain't do nothing wrong. I got a body count of 700, all right? And she thinks she all good. That's why a lot of you women got a bugged out personality, man. Because you don't understand that every time a man sleeps with you and lays his seed down in you, all right, you're transferring DNA. You're transferring demons, man. You see? And the DNA stays in a woman for a period of time, man. So that shit mingles into your body. So if you done had a body count of 50 men, your ass got 50 different personalities, man. You see? Y'all bugged out your mind. And you could literally see, next time you know, if you know a woman that's a straight harlot, that done slept, that got a body count high, just go see how bugged out she is. Bugged out. She'll give you, this is exactly what they say. Shit, you know, I'm thankful that my man could deal with my bipolar ass. That's what they say right there. My bipolar ass. Yeah, you bipolar because you done had 100 fucking niggas, man. You see? But they don't know nothing like that, man. They don't understand that type of knowledge, man. They just want to keep putting milk and Similac in their mouth, all right? And keep swallowing and think it's all good. They think milk does the body good. All right, but milk don't do your body good. All right. Matter of fact, since I'm in Leviticus, let me go up to Deuteronomy real quick. Deuteronomy 20. Because this happens a lot right here. Deuteronomy 24:1. When a man has taken a wife and married her, all right, meaning what? Has sex with her, right? And it comes to pass that she find no favor in his eyes because he has found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and send her out of the house. You see? So you men, if you don't like what's going on with your woman, you better give her ass a bill of divorce. All right? Kick her out the damn house. Get her up out of your way, man. Matter of fact, brother had put that scripture out. Where's it at? Ooh, that's a good scripture. Let me pull that out real quick. This is a good scripture right here. This is Jeremiah 4:30. And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Thou that clothest thyself with crimson, thou that deckest thyself with ornaments of gold, thou that rentest thy face with painting. You see, going into the makeup, man. These women not supposed to be putting on makeup. That shows your whoredom. Shows the whoredom in your eyelids. And these women love painting their face like they some fucking clowns, man. This ain't Barnum and Bailey's. You see? I don't see nobody out here juggling, walking around with lions and elephants. Trapeze, the trapeze artists jumping on little strings and shit. He said it be smelling like a 2-pack of ass cheeks. Woo! What does he mean by come up out of the ways of Babylon? And that's also talking about when we go on the chariots. This is a good one. Amos 7:17. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and the sons and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. You see? And our women are harlots. Matter of fact, there's another scripture, Bubba can show if a brother could put it out, where it talks about how that there shouldn't be whoredom in the land. You see, because it defiles the land. Matter of fact, I might have that over here. Nah, I don't. Another brother put it up too. I seen it. Oh, there it is. Matter of fact, is that what? Nah, that's not the one. I definitely put up some beautiful scriptures. I'm looking for that one where it says oh, there it is right there. I was about to just go to it too. This is Ecclesiasticus 25:16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. You see? You don't want to be dealing with these wicked ass women, man, with these harlots, man. You'd rather just be dwelling in the house with a lion and a dragon. Right? We're going back to there you go. The water, brother. Leviticus 19:29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. You see? And it starts with what? It starts with the mothers, man. Oh, shalom, little mans. Good to see you on here, man. Good to see you on here. I see you over here. But yeah. So you're not supposed to prostitute your daughter. And what are these women out here teaching their young ones, man? How to be fucking harlots, man. How to be whores, man. It starts with the parenting, man. All right? And it goes back to what I was just reading with Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, man, on how the woman, the tender and delicate woman, has got the evil eye toward the bosom of her husband, and toward her son and her daughter. All right? When you don't care about your kids, man, and you out there being a harlot, jumping man to man, what you think? Your kids don't see that, man? Your kids see that. See, when your kids are young, their brains are like sponges, man. That's the worst time to be doing things is when they're young, because they pick up on everything that you're doing. And then what do you see? You see women. This is what you see. You see women. If this is all you have to offer, you're a loser. All they do is twerk, twerk, twerk. You see? And when they constantly twerking it away, their kids are seeing that. So now you got videos of the little ones. They be like 2, 3 years old. They're already starting it with their bullshit. By the time they hit 8, 9 years old, they're already into some mess you don't even want to know about, man. Why? Because it's coming out of what you taught them, man. You see? That's why when we read Titus 2 and 5, it said what? That the older women are supposed to teach the young ones, man, how to present themselves, how to be submissive unto their men. You see? But if you being a harlot, all right, what do you expect from your daughter, man? Wickedness. And that's what these women all got to offer, man. See, a true Hebrew Israelite woman, hey, no twerking necessary, man. They don't need to do none of that shit. Because they're not about that life, man. That's not what a righteous life is, man. Okay? You're supposed to be that rib. Just like it talks about in Genesis. All right? When it talks about the rib, when it talks about Adam taking away, you know, when it talks about YAHAWAH'S taking away the rib from man, putting it to the woman, that doesn't mean an actual rib, man. That's talking about the knowledge. The knowledge that Adam had, all right, was given on to Eve, you see? And then Eve became his rib. And that's what these women supposed to be. They're supposed to be your rib, man. But when you're doing wickedness, you ain't no rib. You're a pork chop. Let me start with my jokes, man. All right? So let me get into oh man. I got we find out, man. Little man's out here posting up. That's right. I'm gonna read that. You know, the brother put up Proverbs 4 and 18, and it says, "But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness; they know not as they stumble." You see, and that's why these women continually keep stumbling, man, because they're walking in that path of darkness, man. They're walking in the paths of what Esau told them it was okay. It's okay to be a harlot. It's okay to sleep with multiple men. You see? That's the shit that Esau teaches, man. And then again, our women want to follow after these heathen customs. All right? Beautiful scripture. He said, you a pork chop, something that is not desired to be eaten. That's right. That's all right. You still went with it. All right. So going back into, let me go back into Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 24:1. All right. So when a woman is not doing what she's supposed to do as a duty, as her duties, all right, you got to give her a bill of divorce, man. All right, because if you don't give her a bill of divorce and then pay her no mind, she gonna lack attention, and then she gonna go and try to find attention, and then you're gonna cause her to have to be a whore, man. You're gonna cause her to pollute the land with whoredom, and that goes into adultery. You see, so it says when a man, this is Deuteronomy 24:1. When a man has taken a wife and married her, and it comes to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he has found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it into her hand and send her out of the house. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. See, you have to understand, that's the only way a woman's supposed to be with one man in her whole entire life. One man only. All right. The man that she sleeps with for the first time, that takes her virginity, that's supposed to be her man forever. All right. The only way you can leave that man is if a man dies. All right. Or if a man gives you a bill of divorce. All right. Matter of fact, let me prove that real quick with 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 7. 7 and 39. And it says, the wife is bound by the law as long as her husband liveth. But if her husband be dead, she is at liberty to be married to whom she will, only in the Lord. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You see? So that's the only way you could get away from your man. All right? Which you shouldn't want to get away from your man, because you chose to be with that man from the beginning. Now you got to keep your word with him, man. All right? So it says, let me hold that right there. All right? This is Romans 7:2. It says, for the woman which has a husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. But if her husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. So then, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. You see? And marriage is what? Sex. Sex is marriage. All right? And it says, but if her husband be dead, she is free from the law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man. Wherefore, my brethren, ye also are become dead to the law by the body of Yahawashi Mashiach, that you should be married to another, even to him who is raised from the dead, that we should bring forth fruit unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Yeah, because that's what we're supposed to be fruitful, multiply. That's how you know men are supposed to have multiple wives, man. Because we're supposed to be fruitful and multiply. How the hell are we going to be fruitful and multiply with one woman? We gotta wait. So if I want to have 100 kids with one woman, all right, you talking about I gotta wait basically almost a year for her to drop it, 9 months to come around. You see? Then I gotta wait for her ovulating cycle. The woman drops one egg out of the month, maybe she usually has that ovulating season around 3 days out of the month. You see? So it goes to show you that men are supposed to have multiple wives. Because if I take 100 women in 100 days and I pop them all, I could get all 100 of them pregnant. You understand? That's being fruitful and multiplying right there. All right? So let me go back. All right? It says, this is 24, Deuteronomy and 2. And when she is departed out of the house, she may go and be another man's wife. So that's when she can be another man's wife. All right? As a matter of fact, the other one was if her husband dies, right? Check this out. This is 25, Deuteronomy 25:5. If brethren dwell together and one of them die, have no child, the wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger. Her husband's brother shall go in unto her and take her to him to wife and perform the duty of an husband's brother unto her. And the reason you do that is because he didn't have kids with that woman. You see? So what you're supposed to do is your brother's supposed to carry on that legacy. All right? Because we're all about nation building. So if we're supposed to be fruitful and multiply for nation building, all right, she's not supposed to go to a stranger, man. She's supposed to take on your brother, and your brother's supposed to give her seed, basically representing you. You know what I'm saying? The legacy continuing it. All right? And it says, her husband's brother shall go in unto her and take her to him to wife and perform the duty of an husband's brother unto her. And it shall be that the firstborn which she beareth shall succeed in the name of his brother which is dead, that his name be not put out of Israel. And if the man like not to take his brother's wife, then let his brother's wife go up to the gate unto the elders. All right, talk about the prophets. All right, and say, my husband's brother refused to raise up unto his brother a name in Israel. He will not perform the duty of my husband's brother. Then the elders of his city shall call him and speak unto him. And if he stand to it and say, I like not to take her, then shall his brother's wife come unto him in the presence of the elders and lose his shoe from off his feet. Lose his shoe from off his feet and spit in his face, and shall answer and say, so shall it be done unto the man that will not build up his brother's house. And his name shall be called in Israel, and the house of him that has his shoe loosed. Woo, you see that? So that's the only way you could leave from a man. Other than that, your women is done. That's why every woman is considered a harlot out here. Every single woman out here in society is considered a whore. Why? Because you've had multiple men in your life. You've had sex more than one time with you at least had sex with 2 different men. You see? And by you doing that, you committed adultery. Now you put yourself in that predicament of being called a whore. You see? And it's not to it's not to disrespect. It's just the scriptures. You understand? Because there are women that, might have been, that are in this truth, and they might have had multiple men and all that, but they repented from that. And now they understand what they did was wrong. And they're content with knowing that they were a harlot and being wicked for what they did. You see? But you go tell a woman right now, you defiled, all right? Because that's exactly what these women are. Every single woman out here is defiled, man. All these women were having sex at middle school, high school, having a good old time, you see? So that made you defiled. All right? And the only way you were supposed to leave that first, the one that took your virginity, was if he died or if he gave you that bill of divorce. That's it. That was the only way you can leave your man. Other than that, you have to stay with that man for the rest of your life. All right? See, now women get upset when we tell them we're supposed to have multiple women. But that's scriptural, man. All right? Where does it tell you that in Deuteronomy, I believe it's 21. And the hell? Man, that should need some shocks. Is it 23 and 10? Bubba Gashar, brother, if you could put that up, if a man take another, oh, you know what? I know where it is. Never mind. Call Elohim Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Exodus 21. Exodus 21 and 10. And it says, if he take him another wife, all right, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. See? So it said if a man goes to take himself another wife, all right, it says her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not be diminished. So you're not supposed to cast your woman out because you went and took on another wife. You're supposed to love your women all equally, man. That's your responsibility. All right, you wanted to have multiple wives, so now you gotta hold that down. And once again, why did we have multiple wives? For nation building, man. We're supposed to be nation building, fruitful, multiply, man. Continue the legacy of our kids, man, continually. All right. So going, and again, see these women, they hate when you tell them that you're allowed to sleep with these other nations, that you're allowed to have concubines. You're talking about King Solomon had, all right, I believe that's in 2 Kings. Let me get that real quick. 2 Kings. One second, let me get there. Oh, 1 Kings 11. All right, 1 Kings 11. First Kings 11 and trying to get there, but these pages are stuck. Huh? I gotta break these ones in. This is man. First Kings 11 And one through 3. And it says, but King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, and Hittites. You see? That's all women of different nations, man. You talk about the Edomites, the so-called white women, all right? Ammonites, which was the Japanese, Moabites, the Chinese, all right? And it says, of the nations concerning which the Lord, YAHAWAH'S Yahushua, said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines. And his wives turned away his heart. You see? So when it was telling you that you're not supposed to go into them, it's meaning you're not supposed to take them to be a wife. All right, see, there's a difference between a wife and a concubine. A concubine is just a lower level wife, let's just say. All right? Because once you have sex, that's marriage, man. That becomes your wife. See, but what made it wrong with King Solomon was that he took on after their gods. You understand? King Solomon started doing witchcraft and shit like that because his concubines had turned away his heart. They got him to worship on their gods. That's what messed him up. So we're allowed to have these other women from different nations, man. And we're going to have them in the kingdom, whether these women like it or not, because a lot of women will put up a fight over that. You ain't supposed to be with them concubines or none of that. All right, well, you keep thinking that. All right. Matter of fact, it tells you in Deuteronomy 21:10, when thou goest forth to war against thine enemies, and who's the enemies? These other nations are the enemies. It says, the Lord YAHAWAH'S Yahushua has delivered them into thine hands, and thou hast taken them captive, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and has a desire unto her, thou wouldest have her to thy wife. Then shalt thou bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head and pare her nails, and she shall put on the raiment of her captivity from off her, and shall remain in thine house, and bewail her father and her mother a full month, and after that thou shalt go in unto her and be her husband, and she shall be thy wife. Plain and simple. You see? And YAHAWAH'S Yahushua, like it tell you in the scripture, he's not the author of confusion. So he's not going to tell you you can't do it at one time, and then he's going to tell you, yeah, you could do it. You have to understand what's being spoken of at the time. You see? So what happens, that goes into what you call sexual wartime violence, man. All right? Back in the days, these people will go to war with their enemies, all right? And what they would do is they will kill all the men, all right? They will kill all the children that were boys, all right? Why they had to do that? Because they didn't want nobody remaining of that house anymore. And what happened is they also killed all the women that had been with a man. The ones that they kept alive were the ones that were never touched, the ones that were virgins. And those became spoils of war. You understand? And what they did is they took on those women and took them as their wives to continue on their seed line, their lineage, man. You see? That's what a concubine is. It's basically to continue on your lineage. Yeah, you got to take care of them and all that, all right? But they're not your wife like if they were an Israelite woman. Your Israelite woman from the tribe, is what your true wife is. You understand? So these women will put up a fight. You know, you're not supposed to be with these concubines. All right. Well, I guess what you just heard, you're going to go around it and ignore it. Simple as that. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is not the author of confusion, man. All right. Matter of fact, I believe it's in Judges. I think it's Judges 9. Judges 9. Or it might be 21. Yeah. Judges 21, and I'll read real quick to 1. It says, now the men of Israel have sworn in Mespeth, saying that there shall not any of us give his daughter unto Benjamin to wife. And the people came to the house of Yahweh and abode there till even before Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and lift up their voices and wept sore, and said, O Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, power of Israel, why is it this come to pass in Israel that there should be today one tribe lacking in Israel? So is Benjamin, which is the so-called Jamaicans, all right, the West Indians, all right, they were lacking in their tribe. You see? And it says, and it came to pass on the morrow that the people rose early and built there an altar and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings. And the children of Israel said, who is there among all the tribes of Israel that came not with the congregation unto the Lord Yahweh? For they had made a great oath concerning him that came not up to the Lord to Mizpeh, saying, he shall surely be put to death. And the children of Israel repented them for Benjamin, their brother, and said, there is one tribe cut off from Israel this day. How shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing we have sworn by the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai that we will not give them of our daughters to wives? And they said, what one is there of the tribes of Israel that came not up to Mespeth to the Lord Yahweh? And behold, there came none to the camp from Iabesh Gilead to the assembly. For the people were numbered, and behold, there were none of the inhabitants of Iabesh, or it might be just Jabesh Gilead there. And the congregation sent thither 12,000 men of the valiantness, and commanded them, saying, go and smite the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead with the edge of the sword, with the women and the children. And this is the thing that ye shall do. Ye shall utterly destroy every male and every woman that has lion by man. Salakia. Ye shall utterly destroy every male and every woman that has lion by man. You see? So they had to go kill all the men and even the women that had already a husband. All right? Because they had to knock them out. All right? I forgot what that's called. That's called got it on the tip of my tongue. It's called some type of war. All right, but let me keep going. And it says, and they found among the inhabitants of, and the reason, like, again, the reason why they killed all the males, including the men, that the boys that were little, was because they didn't want that nation to survive anymore. All right, that lineage. So if they left even one, that one little kid that was a boy could go and continue his seed line, you see? Or they could grow up and come and have revenge among the people, you see? So they had to kill all the men, all right? And the women that were already with husbands, why? Because they were already defiled, all right? And it says, and they found among the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead 400 young virgins that had known no man by lying with any male. They brought them onto the camp to Shiloh, which is the land of Canaan, and the whole congregation sent some to speak to the children of Benjamin, hola, hey, that were in the rock Ramon, and to call peaceably unto them. And Benjamin came again at that time, and they gave them wives, which they had saved alive of the women of Jabesh Gilead, and yet so they sufficed them not. And the people repented them for Benjamin, because the Lord had made a breach into the tribes of Israel. You see? So why did they take on those virgins? Because Benjamin was lacking, all right? And they had to rebuild their tribe. So they took on those women which were spoils of war, man. All right? Because now those virgins had nobody. Everybody was killed. So they took them as spoils of war, man. So that's another way of men having concubines. And in that day in the kingdom, when we put in all these other nations into slavery, we're going to be killing them. We're going to be whooping their ass. We're going to be doing all that. What makes you think we're not going to take their women for spoils, man? You see? So we're going to be with many women, man. All right? Ah, está bien. Yo te lo doy en español también. But you see? And that's pretty much the point. You know, if you want to read that, that's in Judges 21. It was a little bit left. But the point was that they took the women as spoils of war, man. All right? So we're allowed to have concubines, man. You women got to get over that shit. See, these women get upset when you tell them they can have multiple wives, but they can't have multiple men. They bugged out of their mind from that, man. All right? So let me go back into Proverbs. Salaki, Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 23, I was at, I believe. '24. All right. Let me get 24 and 4. I'll start at 3 again. And if the latter, matter of fact, let me go back. Let me just start it back from the top. All right. To show you something that a lot of these women do in this society, man. All right. And the men also, that you're not supposed to do. All right. Chapter 24, Deuteronomy 1. When a man has taken a wife and married her, and it comes to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he has found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and send her out of the house. And when she is departed out of the house, she may go and be another man's wife. And if the latter husband hate her and write her a bill of divorce and give it to her in her hand and send it her out of his house, or if the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife. And a lot of women do that, man. A lot of men do that. All right? They'll break up. The woman and the man will go sleep. The man will go sleep with another woman, be with another woman. The woman will go find another man. Then they break up. And what do? They get back together with their exes. You can't do that, man. It tells you that right here. Her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife. After that, she is defiled. You see? She's defiled, man. And it says, for that is an abomination before the land, and thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which the Lord Yahweh, thy power, giveth thee for inheritance. You see? So you're not supposed to do that, man. And these people love getting back with their exes. That's why you're supposed to be with one man. All right? A woman's supposed to be with one man. When a woman's sleeping with multiple men, she's taking in all that DNA, taking all them sperm counts, and she has a 50 million personalities. All right? And what's one of the main things she do? She always tends to go back to her exes. Why? Because that DNA is in her body, man. Her DNA is in her body. The personality of the exes is in her body. So she'll feel some type way. Oh, I miss him. Or I do this, or I did that. Remind herself of it. You see? It's crazy, man. These scriptures go deep. All right? So none of these women are supposed to be doing that, man. All right? Let me go into damn, I have brothers have mad precepts. I've done I made them all run away. He said they be wanting leche. Shalom, Yahawah, Yahawah, Barakatah. All right. So let me. Yeah, I made it today. I gotta like tat it up, and I gotta put another I gotta put the stand behind it. I had to go buy at Home Depot the piece. All right. So yeah, man, these women are all out of order, man. Matter of fact, let me just finish reading Proverbs, which I started with earlier, talking about what a righteous woman was, man. But then I started going into how these women are not righteous. All right. I was in Proverbs. All right. Proverbs 31:16. She considereth the field and buyeth it. Hola. Cuando me va a venir aquí y coger la verdad. All right. Come here every day. Don't come get the truth. It says, she considereth the field and buyeth it with the fruit of her hands and planted a vineyard. Yeah, so a woman's supposed to be working with her hands, gardening, all right, cooking, taking care of her kids, all right? She girdeth her loins with strength and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the staff. She stretched out her hand to the poor. Yeah, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow for her household. For all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates. When he sitteth among the elders of the land, she maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. You see, when you do what you're supposed to do, your husband always gonna praise you, man. You see? You don't get praised in this society because you being fucking wicked, man. That's why your man don't love you, man. That's why your man can go do what he do. Most of these men don't even want to come home, man. They'll tell your ass that they working overtime because they don't want to come home to your wicked ass. They don't want to come home to blah, 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 blah. This, that. Why you ain't do this? Why you ain't do that? You see? And a lot of you women got it made, man, because a lot of you women sit home all day fucking filing your damn nails, not doing shit while the man is busting his ass out there at work, man. And it says, many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellence them all. Excellest them all. Favor is deceit and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord Yahweh, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. You see? And favor is deceit and beauty is vain. You're not supposed to stumble on the upon the beauty of a woman, man. All right? Matter of fact, since we right here in Proverbs 31:3 says, give not thy strength unto a woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. And that's, matter of fact, talking about that damn simpleton that I posted up on Instagram, talking about all you queens, don't let no man tilt your crown, this and that. That's a simpleton right there. See, he gave up his strength onto a woman, man. All right? That's why he all bugged the fuck out like that. Guarantee you, his woman tell him what to do. If she tell him fucking, oh man, I was about to say, if she tell him go fucking fetch, he gonna go fetch, man. You see? That's right. All these women is goofy, man. That's all they about, man. Having a good time. Matter of fact, I'll give a scripture for that. All right, Ecclesiasticus. You gotta understand, man, women is truly wicked. You see? Matter of fact, before I go into Ecclesiasticus 25, there's Ecclesiastes 7:26, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. You see? And a wicked woman is given unto the portion of a wicked man. All right? That's why a lot of our men, all right, end up with some bugged out chick that's basically giving them pure hell. You see? Because you're not in tune with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So you get the portion of a wicked woman. All right? And it just said, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. You see? More bitter than death, the woman. Why? Because just like it tells you in the scriptures, for the beginning of sin came of a woman, and through the woman we all die. You see? Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Yeah, I forgot where that was at. Can't believe I forgot that where that was at. Oh, right here. 25 and 24, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. You see? Eve was the one that set it off for everybody here, man. That's why Eve catches the most hell out here. And that's why Eve, to this day, is way, 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 but we all at the bottom of society, but Eve is just gone. Eve is gone. The so-called black woman, all right, the tribe of Judah, them women done, man. And it's not to be disrespectful, it's just scriptural, man. All right. And the rest of these tribes, the Latino tribes, the Indian tribes, all right, so-called Latinos and Indian tribes, all right, they follow up after her. Same thing with the men. The men follow after Judah because Judah is the top tribe, man. You see? This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 25 and 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. See? Women wicked, man. Got to be careful who you got around you, man. Once again, even the women that are in this truth are wicked as hell, man. That's right. Matter of fact, post up that scripture for me, Baba Kushal, brother. All right. Let your women keep silence in the churches. That's what the women are supposed to do. All right. It said, for I suffer not a woman to teach, all right, nor to usurp authority over a man. You see? And these women want to be over a man. They want to rule the world. You're not supposed to usurp authority over a man. Why? Because Adam was created first, then the woman. You see? And we already explained the order in 1 Corinthians 11 and 3, man. The order is Yahweh, then Yahweh Shai, then man, then woman. All right? That's right. This is 1 Corinthians 14 and 34. Let your woman keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. The law. See, you're supposed to be under obedience, man. Listening, being sub. That's right. Matter of fact, I was just about to get that. That's the spirit. You see? This is hey man. This is 2 Timothy 2 Timothy, I think it's 2. Is it in 2 Timothy? Well, let me read this while I'm right here. This is 1 Timothy 2 and 9. In like manner, also the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, which we read that earlier. All right, with shamefastness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. You see? So the woman was the one that was in the transgression and being deceived. Adam was just like the rest of these, like the way these men are today. They listen to everything the wife say. You see? And I wanted to get what's the other one I'm looking for? And which one am I looking for? I think it's in Peter's. Bubba Gashar, if a brother could put it up, I will have you let you know that how's it go? women be subjective onto their men. I think it's in Peter's. Yeah, it should be in Peter's. Like Peter's, First Peter's. Oh, I got it. First Peter's 3:1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of their wives. You see? So you're supposed to be what? Subjective onto your men. All right. Woo. 5. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in Yahweh adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands. You see? So you're supposed to be subjective onto your husband, your own husbands at that. But again, these women, all right, love being harlots. And going what the brother had put, all right, the brother had put, he was tired of these, you know, I ain't gonna bring it all out, all right? I'm tired of these free-for-all, meat-sucking ones, you know, all right, goofies. Tells you in Ecclesiasticus 25:26 and 12, and it says, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when she has found the fountain. And it's funny because women love to call us thirsty, but in all reality, these women are the thirsty ones, man, because they so bugged out. It says, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. All right, meaning what? That she opened her legs, the quivers her legs, all right, the arrows the rod of a man. So she opened her legs to every man that come down her way. You see? Because why? They love riding that carousel, man. These women love being harlots to the death. Tells you right here, Ecclesiasticus 26:23, Salakia 22. And harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. See? All right, brother. What the hell is that? All right. So a woman, all right, that's a harlot that wants to go out there and sleep with multiple men. All right, she's counted as spittle. All right, but a married woman is the tower from death. Is a tower against death to her husband. 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You see? So men that are in this truth, men that walk righteously, they're given to them, a righteous woman is given unto them. But you see, these people are wicked out here, so that's why they got women that just drive them nuts all day long, man. Give them headaches all day long. All right? Constantly going behind their back, sleeping on them. That's another curse that was given onto the women. That another man shall betroth thy wife, man. Meaning that other men will go and sleep with your wife. You see? This is, let me bring out 26, Ecclesiasticus 26:6. And it says, but a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicated withal. And that's another thing that these women have out here, man. They are so jealous of other women. That's why they'll come with that stupid ass excuse. Well, you know, I don't get along with women. You know, I got nothing but guy friends, you know. They come with that excuse every fucking time, man. It gives them an excuse to go out there and be hanging around with all types of men. And niggas will fall for that shit too. You see? Literally. Because they ain't got no knowledge. All right? So yeah, they're jealous of other women because, first of all, men, as a spiritual thing, we already like to sleep with different types of women. And again, that's spiritual because we're supposed to have multiple wives, man. All right? So that's why these women are jealous of these other women, because we men show favor to other women. We show attention to other women. A man can have the baddest chick at home and he'll still go out there and search for another woman. That's all spiritual, man. Once again, how are we supposed to be fruitful and multiply with one woman? It's impossible, man. You're supposed to have multiple wives to be fruitful and multiply. All right? This is 7. It says, an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro, and he that has hold of her is as though he held the scorpion. Going back to what? You'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to live in a house with a wicked woman, man. So if your woman just being a pain in the ass, man, and she ain't doing what she's supposed to do, being submissive onto a man, all right, doing her duties as a virtuous woman, man, give her ass a bill of divorce, man. Kick her ass out the crib, man. You better off being by yourself, man. Life is so much better. You see? Because these women are not in their right order today, man. And it's going to get worse and worse. They get worse and worse every single day. All right? Let me get 26 and 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And what do you see these women do? They take their little selfies. They always got their tongue out. That's spiritual, man. Because them women that stick their tongues out, all right, with a stupid ass pose showing their skin, showing their ass, they dogs, man. And then they wonder why. Then they wonder why men call them bitches. Is a bitch not a female dog? You see, so the scriptures don't lie, man. The scriptures will filter everything out that goes on in society. All right? 26, a woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride, which you women have tons of pride out here, shall be sought out to drive away the enemies. I mean, Salakia. Let me read that again. I read it the wrong spot. A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. You see? So they ungodly. And all these women out here is ungodly, man. Just like I read in Ecclesiastes 7 and what was it, 22, 23? Wisdom of Solomon, King Solomon took 1,000 men, found one righteous man. Took 1,000 women, he found none righteous, man. And that's how it is out here. It's very rare for you to find a virtuous woman, man. All right? Let's go into, this is 25 and 17, Ecclesiasticus. It says, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. How many times you see that shit, man? You be with your chick, you be around your boys, all right, and your girl do some dumbass shit. And what you doing? This bitch. You sitting there sighing like, damn, man, this chick always going off. Especially when they do what? When they get around their friends and they start drinking. That's why it tells you right here. And Ecclesiasticus 26 and 8. A drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. And that's why you don't let your women drink, man. Because a woman get comfortable when she drink. Then she get nasty with you. that she gets stupid with you. And then when she gets stupid, she'll show no shame. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. You don't like it, you can go this, do that, do that. You see? That's why you got, man, that's what I'm telling you, man. This is why we got to have the kingdom, man. We tired of being here with all this wickedness around us, man. These women is beyond wicked out here. All right? (23, 25, and 23), Ecclesiasticus. Actually, I'll take 20, 21. Matter of fact, I'll take 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And that's why, all right, our men always ending up with a wicked ass chick, man. You see? Because you get a portion of a wicked woman for being a wicked man. And then it says, as the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Stumble not upon her beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. And you're not supposed to stumble on these women's beauty, man. All right? These women's beauty, every time you see, don't get it twisted, you got virtuous women that are beautiful out there, man. But for the majority, when you see a badass chick, man, that's trouble right there. That's trouble right there. Just like when they tell you see a woman with fat ass, all right, that's trouble right there. Because these women are not in their right state of mind. And it says, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudency, and much reproach. And that goes into what? What I just read in Proverbs 31 and 3. Give not thy strength unto a woman, which destroyeth kings. All right? And these men today, they done lost their balls and scrotum, and they literally hide behind the woman, when the man should be leading the woman. But they let the woman lead them. So it says, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudency, and much reproach. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh a heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Ooh. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man, scriptures is juicy. That's right. These women have been turned into life coaches, man. Bodybuilders. Hey, it's hey, like you said, Esau, man. They went out there and started taking on the philosophies of Esau and played themselves out, man. You see? This is Ecclesiasticus 26 and 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fat his bones. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord YAHAWAH'S, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Woo! And that's what we want, man. But see, we're not going to get that on this side, man. That's why brothers would rather wait for the kingdom, man. We'd rather wait for the kingdom, where everything is in subjection, where everything is in the righteous order. Ain't nobody worried about no woman on this side. Hey, you could go out there and you could get your Mac on real quick. You might feel like you need to, if you could get a woman that just she down for the the oo-wop, hey, get it popping. You see? That's about as far as I'll take it. And hey, and if I did find a righteous woman on this side, you know, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua allows it, hey, I'd hold her down for a while, you know, till we up out of here. I hold her down the best I could. But it's very rare, man. Got to take these women, got to use them all as a concubine right now. Sucks I got to say it like that, man. But hey, truth, let the truth be told. You see? We ain't about to sugarcoat it out here. And these women nowadays, they're going to learn, man. All right? Because a lot of these women will come out, oh, well, I don't need a man. I don't need him. All right, well, you're going to learn that you're going to need a man in these days. And you're going to learn that you're going to need a man of the truth. All right? Because just like it tell you, all right, a man shall be shall be finer than gold, man. All right? In these last days, a man going to be finer than gold. 7 women shall cleave to one man. Why? Because a man is going to be a hiding place from the wind, which the wind goes into destruction. All right. Matter of fact, let me get there real quick. Bubba Shaw, if you could put up, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Bubba Shaw. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 men. I'm so, oh shit, my bad. 7. I read that shit quick. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And you know what's funny? You're starting to see women starting to realize that we coming to the end of times and women are trying to cleave onto men already. You see? Not fully, but they're already starting to cleave onto men. Matter of fact, I did a video a while back on a woman that forgot her name. She was it was something Thailand. And she said, I feel like the end of the world is coming. She said, I don't care about nothing. I just want, she was basically saying, I just want a man to come into my home. I have a home. I'm single. I got no kids. She was basically saying, I'll take care of you for free. I just want your companionship. Yeah, because these women starting to realize what time it is, man. All that shit. Oh, I don't need a man. You know, I don't need this. You starting to realize these fucking women can't even change a light bulb, man. All right. They say they don't need a man, but who do they call when they need something done? When they need something fixed? When they need a fucking tire that just went flat fixed? They call a man. They can't do it. Oh, I can't do that. I can't change that light bulb. I'm gonna crack my nails. You see? The water, brother. Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. All right? Of Ophir, Salakia. So a man is going to be hella valuable in that day, man. The day when these 7 women going to cleave on to one man. All right? And we don't mean 7 women. 7 means completion. So that means a complete number of women. Shit, it might be 2, it might be 3, it might be 100. You see? We just know that a complete number of women going to cleave on to men in these last days, man. On a whole nother level. All right? Let me get Isaiah 32. All right? Isaiah 32. Oh, that's why. I'm like, why the fuck am I ain't seen it? I'm on 22. This is Isaiah 32 and 2. I start at the top. Behold, the king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a cover from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. All right. And that wind is talking about what? The destruction. When these men come sparing, you know, being madmen sparing none, these martial law troops keep coming out here. All right. They're going to come out here and grab you women and try to ravish you women, man. Matter of fact, it tells you that in Isaiah 4, I think it's 14. Salakia. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed into pieces before their eyes, and their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. You see, that's talking about the time of Jacob's trouble, man. The time of martial law. All right. Your wives are going to be ravished. Your children are going to be taken right before your eyes. They're going to be dashed into pieces. You see? So that man is going to be a hiding place from the wind, from the destruction, from these martial law troops. All right. Let me drop down to 9. And I pretty much ended on this note. All right. This is Isaiah 32 and 9. And it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice. Ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled. Ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail. The gathering shall not come. And that's right. All that OnlyFans, you know, all these platforms that you're using to make money, that shit, the ventures shall fail. You ain't gonna make no money. What you gonna do when you can't show your ass for money no more? What you gonna do when the dollar collapse and you can't gain no money no more? All right? Nothing. You ain't got no life, what do you call it? Life building skills. No life surviving skills. You don't even know how to cook. That's one thing you women, man, women used to know how to cook, man. Women don't even know how to fucking cook in these days, man. They'll pull out a fucking frozen dinner and throw that shit in the microwave, man, and call that shit a dinner for your ass. You see? These women, man, of today that's a whole nother breed, man. Whole nother breed. So when the ventures will fail, these women gonna be done, man. That's right. Women stay cheating, man. And it says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the ventures shall fail. The gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Yeah, you women are at ease right now, man. But you need to fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Because if you don't, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai gonna make you fear him, man. You see? And it says, but be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip ye and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. You see? They're going to be crying for all these things, man. Once this place shut down, and you can't excel and succeed in society no more, all that, you know, a woman should come past a man type shit, that shit gonna smack you right in your own face, man. And y'all gonna, I'm telling you, a lot of these women gonna commit suicide. A lot of these women are gonna fucking get ravished out here, all right? A lot of these women just gonna have fucking heart attacks, man. Emotional asses. Your little heartstrings are just gonna fucking break because you're not gonna be able to take what goes on in this society, man. You see how women are when they see somebody just some little stupid fight out there. Stop. Well, imagine when all hell break loose out here. People getting shot, people getting killed right in front of you in fucking horrific ways, man. Y'all ain't gonna be able to deal with that, man. Y'all can't even deal with a fucking little cockroach or a little ass bug walking on the floor. What makes you think you're gonna be able to handle the things that are about to come in Jacob's trouble, man? Not gonna be able to handle none of that. That's why you got to get right with YAHAWAH'S while he may be found. That's why you got to start being submissive onto one man, all right? If it's meant for you to have one, all right? And start coming back to your true power, man. Coming back to your roots, man. Doing what you're supposed to. Doing what's required of YAHAWAH'S. All right? But hey, man, that's the point. All right? So with that being said, Lord willing, it was edifying. All right? The Water Brothers for the scriptures. My bad, I ain't really getting to the scriptures. I normally do be pulling out scriptures. You see? But, and I was in the spirit. Sometimes when you're in that spirit, you're just in that spirit. All right? But, you know, Lord willing, it was edifying to you brothers and sisters that was listening in. The Water for tuning in. The Water for the scriptures. All right, so with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah YAHAWAH'S, Call Haloyim, Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWAH'S, Bahashem, Barak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazada, the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom.